This is your boy Checo.
It's your boy Julio.
And this is Compas Unfiltered. Thank you guys for listening, for watching. Thank you guys for, again, joining us for another episode. Obviously, you guys can see on YouTube that we're not at the Compas studio.
Nah, Checo bought a house, bro.
Huh?
It's a new house.
It's a new setup.
Welcome to MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
But before I introduce our guest, I do want to make a shout out, man. Shout out to our Uncle Chiris. It's his birthday. Ya pasó.
Shout out, yeah.
But shout out to him. And today we are at Ofrenda Cantina with the homie Ernesto. Welcome back, bro.
Appreciate you.
También tengo el papá. You gotta introduce everybody else. Hey, there you go.
Yes, sir. We do have an audience.
Presenta.
I got my dad here, Jose Torres, and I got my brother-in-law, Lalo Alanes, man.
Bienvenidos a Compas Unfiltered.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you for having us.
Igualmente,
Claro.
ustedes bienvenidos aquí a su casa.
Ya dijo,
Gracias.
Hell yeah, man.
Todos nos podemos quedar, entonces, ya dijo.
Quédense.
That's the point. That's the point.
Hay tequila, hay comida, quédense.
De todo. Pues estamos aquí para hablar del nuevo restaurante, Ofrenda Cantina.
Oh, yeah.
Que estamos, I mean, it looks amazing,
Yeah, it
bro.
looks nice, bro.
O sea, está bien.
Thank you.
Para los que vayan a escuchar este episode, you guys are going to have a grand opening, más o menos como los últimos de junio.
Yeah, that's the idea. I mean, I think it's cool we wanted to save this moment for Los Compas. About a year and a half ago, we had the podcast, and I promised you that once we get close to opening, you'd be the guys that be in here to have the first podcast, have priority seating, right? Como dicen en las pinches aerolíneas, right? So for us, I mean, first week of July, end of June is our first soft opening. So we're about 26 days away. It's exciting to finally be here. It's been a process of a year and a half, so it's been a long time coming, that's for sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I want everyone to follow Ofrenda Cantina. Obviously, if you're not following Taquero10 on TikTok or on Instagram, para que lo sigan, and so you guys can stay posted on the actual grand opening date.
Yes, sir.
Que ya sabemos que va a ser como los últimos de junio, al principio de julio. Pero vamos a empezar cómo empezó Ofrenda Cantina. El proceso ya vemos que it's been about a year and a half, más o menos.
Yeah.
Pero take us through it. Now we see it, and this looks awesome. Pero how was it for you, bro?
No, here, pues, la verdad, todo empezó con mi papá y mi mamá. No, ellos empezaron el mesón y con eso nos dieron así la oportunidad de, pues, de empezar de todo, ¿no? De enseñarnos cómo es de trabajar, cómo hacer un taco y cómo calentar una tortilla. Acá como el cuñado Lalo no sabía calentar una tortilla y ahora era taquero, right?
Married into the family, I had to do the job now. So
that was one of the things we told him when he got with my sister, right? I'm like, hey, man, there's a problem. There's un requisito. You come into this family, tienes que ser taquero. Y le entró.
but I'm the best one now.
¿Es cierto?
¿Es cierto?
Arguably.
No, ya ahí va.
No, yeah, I mean, it all started with El Mesón. I mean, that was the foundation, right? That gave us the mindset, that gave us the idea, and then from there, we created Ofrenda Food Truck about 9 years ago. Ofrenda Food Truck was started from a van. We were cooking out of a van, going to events, festivals, and the idea was, for the long term, to create a brick and mortar. If you would have told me it was going to take me 9 years, I'd be like, damn, that's a whole ass century, man. But
sí.
The idea is, el tiempo se pasa, but you keep working, right? And in between then, there was different ideas and things that we did in between, but we never got discouraged, right? The idea was to stick to the goal and get to the end goal, which is open up Ofrenda Cantina, man. And I'm glad that we're here and you guys are here, and it's crazy. It's been a long road to get here, but we're here, man. De puros chingadazos, but we're here. That's for sure.
But we're happy and we're proud of you guys, bro.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, man. No, but it all started here, man. It's all about family for us. There's pieces to the puzzle, and for us, we knew that my brother, my sister, we needed the whole family to be involved, and we had those characteristics to fit the mold, right? We all have our portion to the final prize, which is opening up Ofrenda Cantina, and I think we had the best pieces to get it done.
Of course.
We went all in. It's cuando dicen, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, we did that.
Yeah.
We asked for some eggs too, right? Just to fill up that basket, but because we believe in this project and we know that this is going to be something amazing for Berwyn. We're Berwyn guys through and through, so we've been here for over 15 years with El Mesón, and now to be able to share another business to Berwyn is kind of giving homage back to the community, and be able to bring this not only that you can find something like this in, whether it's Wicker Park, downtown, West Loop, or Oak Park. You know, we want to bring that to Berwyn. Why not Berwyn? You know, D Rose, why not me?
Why not me?
Why not me? Why not Berwyn?
No,
that's the mindset.
Then he tore his ACL though.
Oh man, no. Come on, man. Let's not talk about bad things, man.
Hey, but he still got that Adidas contract, so he's fine.
Facts.
MVP,
Yes,
right?
So I want to talk about the vibe. Me walking in, I'm thinking, I'm bringing mi señora, first date, you know, pero también puedo venir y ver un partido, estar con los compas. I mean, this is the vibe that I get me walking in.
Oh, yeah.
What were your thoughts when you were making Ofrenda Cantina? ¿Eso es lo que tienes en mente? What kind of style were you shooting for?
You know,
the vibes?
when we first started this project, you know, one of the biggest decisions was, okay, how are we going to get this going, right? What is the vision? What is the concept? And how are we going to make this the best place possible? You know, for that being said, we took on and we hired AGN Design. Her name is Ada.
Shout out.
Shout out Ada.
Shout out to Ada.
You know, she's been a big part of this project, not only with the vision of how we're going to create this, but she took in all our ideas, all our concept, even to the bull we have hanging in the middle of the bar here. You know, she amplified that idea and that concept to a whole nother level. So it was up to us to kind of, you know, go out of our comfort zone and evolve, right? And so we were open-minded in that sense, but we could have shied away, you know, and with the idea of my dad, Lalo, Jessica and Fernando, man, we took on that process and we fucking went with it.
Es una cadenita que hemos creado a través del tiempo, todos trabajando, que los hemos enseñado a trabajar porque es lo que sabemos hacer nosotros.
Sí.
Y yo creo que va a resultar porque todo lo que hacemos lo hacemos bien. Y vamos a tratar de mantener esa misma relación que teníamos con los otros lugares aquí y que todo va a pasar bien.
Yeah.
How much of like from his restaurant did you bring here, or how much was like an influence?
Dude, it's everything.
Yeah.
You know, because if we don't go through there, we don't get here.
Yeah.
You know, if he doesn't show us. When we were in grammar school, we knew cuando se venía el pinche fin de semana, para todos los demás muchachos de la escuela se iban a divertirse, ¿no? Para nosotros, tenemos que ir a la taquería. Valió madre, aquí a levantar tazas, pero en ese momento, pues, para nosotros no nos gustaba, pero sin saber que esos momentos nos ayudó a llegar aquí, right?
Sí.
To create that mindset of how to work, what to do, and how to do it, and you go into trial and tribulations, right? You learn the bad, but you also learn the good. And within that, I think it grew us as people, as persons, and my parents are good people, man. And that's what we learned, to build good relationships with people and be good people and be family people. So I think we've always learned how to grow. Now at this age, man, to be able to grind it out. Para mí, lo mejor es que mi papá se pueda sentar ahí, tomarse su cervecita y nosotros le chingamos, you know?
Y un tequila.
Y un tequilita, bueno, uno nomás.
Y también trabajar porque no nomás tomar, si no se puede.
Pero para aquí, la idea de aquí es que, you know, pueda disfrutar con sus amigos, pueda venir y disfrutar más.
Y gratis,
Y gratis, right? Ya le cobramos ya después, right? Si no nos cobra a nosotros a todo lo que nos dio de comer desde chicos.
But I think that's a lot to do with like the culture, the Mexican culture, you know, like people come, especially from Mexico, they come here to the U.S., they're hardworking, you know. A lot of people give Mexicans a bad rap, you know, but you get taught from home, like how to work, you know, how to be like responsible, you know, and it goes a long way, you know, and a lot of people don't get that, you know. But the ones that do get it at home, I mean, you flourish in the future, you know, and that's something that I'm trying to teach to my kids, you know. Like you work hard now, it'll be a lot easier later, you know, in life. So but I mean, I've seen it with my father-in-law and with my wife and Ernie, Fernando, you know. I mean, they've taught them a lot of hard work, and look at where they're at now and where we're at now.
You got to put in the work now
exactly.
to enjoy.
Yeah,
later,
exactly.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm guessing, like, your dad worked, like you said, he worked his butt off for how many years? Now he's probably getting to that stage where it's just like you said, you
puedo disfrutar.
Ya trabajo un mes y se va para México 3 meses.
But he is the first one to open the restaurant and the last one to leave. So, I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah. He's earned that right.
Justo y necesario. Yo llegué a este país en el 1975. Tengo 50 años aquí y toda mi vida he trabajado.
Yeah.
Y nada más en esto, en restaurante, servir al público. Entonces tenemos experiencia y pues hemos trabajado bastante, gracias a Dios. Las cosas han salido bien porque trabajamos bien.
Yeah.
Wow.
Y como dice el dicho, el que persevera alcanza. ¿Verdad?
Oh, yeah.
Eso sí. ¿Me pueden platicar un poquito del menú
Yeah.
que van a tener aquí en Ofrenda Cantina? Like, what's obviously Mexican?
Yeah, for sure.
Pero más o menos
so,
como...
I hate to use the word fusion, right? Because I feel like that word gets used a lot, right? But let me tell you the concept of it, right? Chef Fernando, my brother, you know, he wants the experience to be on a shareable level, right? For instance, we're here at this table, there's 5 of us. The idea is so that staff and servers can guide you through the experience, right? And to show, and not only that, but to guide you what Chef Fernando, how he wants you, in sense, to eat, right? That's what you're here to do, is to taste his food. So basically, it's a shareable style, right? We from our ofrendas, which is our bigger portion of platillos, to our appetizers, which we separate mar y tierra. The idea is to be able to come here, enjoy your cocktail, enjoy the food for the table. It's a communal thing, right? And para que convivan, puedan comer juntos, and not necessarily just do the I don't want to say regular style, right?
Traditional?
Traditional, that's the word.
Nice.
You know, the idea is to go about a little bit above and to go outside of our box of what we're normally used to with the taqueria and what we've kind of been brought up to. And now it's his rendition of Ofrenda Cantina style of food, which is cool. And so now that we're getting the start to that, it's amazing to be able to work alongside of him. We've slinged tacos out of a van, and from a van we went to a small location. From a small location, now we're here. You know, so to see it now, and to see him in that kitchen and doing his thing, man. He went to culinary school. He's worked in Michelin star restaurants. He's done his due diligence to learn the culinary arts, and that's his side of the business, right? So, I'm the front of house, right? I'm just here to sell it.
So you had no input in the menu?
No, you know, I have some experience in it as well, so I do give my opinions here and there, but the idea is this is his kitchen, this is his menu,
Fernando.
And it's his final decision, you know what I mean? And for me, it's I'll be front of the house, and it's for me, I have to sell that food. I'm that car salesman. You tell me what that car has, how many miles I could take, what's gas to the mile, bet, I'll sell it. You know, so the idea is for me to run this front of house, and the best part of it is that there'll be no disconnect from kitchen to front of house. It'll be the brotherhood that we've been doing for over 15 years now. Yeah. You know, so and it's a family thing. So that menu is I think it's gonna blow people's mind, man. I think it'd be something different, especially for the area, and I don't think you can see that around here.
So you can't give us a menu?
Nah, man,
no?
Come on, man.
Okay.
You saw how I worked around that real quick?
I know, yeah. You avoided the question. So, is there something at least that you can tell us that, like, hey, si vienen a Ofrenda Cantina, you have to at least try this?
Yes.
This is what we want to be known
but he's
for.
Not gonna tell us.
But he's not going to tell us.
You know what? Just because it's you.
Okay, thank you.
Dale una probadita simplemente.
You know, what we want to do, as you can see from here, right? I know maybe the people at home can't see this right now, but every seat at this table can see the kitchen, right? It's an open concept kitchen. We did that with the sole purpose of the experience, right? The kitchen is a part of the experience. Also, I didn't want Fernando to be stuck in the back somewhere, right? Para poder verlo de aquí que está trabajando, you know? But to answer your question, is our trompo. Our trompo, it's not going to be just your regular pastor, you know, because you can get pastor anywhere. There's beautiful and amazing pastores everywhere. Our idea for the pastor is going to be a mixture of 2 different meats, right? Your carne asada and your pastor. We're going to mix it in together, and we're gonna marinate it just like a trompo al pastor, but you're going to have best of both worlds. We're going to do that all in that taco. That's the way we want to do it. That's one of the amazing things that Fernando came up with and is working with. He's probably going to kill me that I said it, right? But hey, I'm pressed. I'm cornered in here, you know? I got to say something, you know? But I want the people to know that, you know, we're the idea and purpose for everything that we do here is with intention, right? And we want to be able to give that experience in every single piece of the menu. And that's just a piece of what we're doing now.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Is it going to be a big menu, or is it like you guys are keeping it pretty tight?
We're keeping it slightly small, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and so just to give us more opportunity for seasonal things as well, right?
Yeah.
To bring in different types of menus, right? And different items as we continue to grow. And the idea is to keep a slight menu, so those items that we do have are our best and are our best work. or his best work. But I include myself in there, right? Because it's I got to sell it, and I got to make sure that everyone has that experience and on that hospitality side as well.
Que la gente disfrute lo que hacemos, pero porque se va a hacer bien.
Yeah, exactamente.
That's todo.
Exactamente.
Now the drinks. Ooh. I know that's also a big part of Ofrenda Cantina, right?
Oh yeah, that's the whole second half of it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the idea for us is that so after a certain time we close kitchen. And it's all cocktail bar, right? So that cocktail side is one of our main things, right? I mean, I know how to drink them. I don't necessarily know how to make them, right? So we had to really have an open mind on how do we, in these next 2 years to get to this point, how to learn, how to open up the mind. And you know what? You got to be, we could have been some cocky, arrogant gentlemen and say, you know what, we can make this work. We'll create this menu. We'll enter to that realm of the bar side. But the reality is that we're taqueros, man. You know, and so we gotta be smart. And if we're gonna make this investment to be in here, we gotta get someone that knows and has done that for their career. So we hired a guy named Ulises. Shout out Ulises.
Shout out.
He's creating our bar program. And we're going to have a specialty cocktails, tequilas, mezcales, vinos de Mexico, and all the glassware and everything in between. You know, we'll have 3 kinds of ice. We'll have a 1x1 ice. We'll have a nugget ice, that ice from the hospital that everyone likes to eat. You know?
Yeah.
And we'll have our sphere ice, right, for any tequila on the rocks, any old fashioned. So we're really going into the detail, especially having him on board. Creating our bar program has been amazing to learn from him, and he'll be helping us open this place, and he'll guide us through the cocktail side, which is pretty good, para que se tome mi jefe sus tequilitas bien a gusto.
Estás viendo que no me dejan tomar. Estoy induciendo al vicio. Y aparte la cerveza de barril, que son 10 líneas que tenemos.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
We do have a 10 tap. You know, we'll have 8 taps for beer, 2 taps for craft cocktail, right? That'll give us some room to do any seasonal cocktails, and everything will be on draft, which is pretty cool. And we'll be able to name it our way, make it our way, and so it'll be an in-house thing, so which is pretty cool. All our syrups, all our garnishes, everything is going to be made in-house, which is, you know, a little bit more difficult, a little bit more time-consuming, but the idea is to be efficient. And if you see this kitchen, you see this bar, everything is made for efficiency. The idea is I don't want you waiting here 20 minutes for your drinks, porque tienen sed. You know, the idea is to bring out that cocktail, bring out that food, and also as you walk in, get the experience of Ofrenda and what we're doing as far as service side. And that kind of falls on me.
Is there a specialty drink that you can give us that you're maybe a fan of?
Mijo,
or
pues quieres todo, pues.
No, pues para eso estamos, no. Pues.
Quieres todo, right? But yeah, for sure. You know, our paloma, you know, our paloma, I mean, siendo mexicano, gallo, es...
Y de Jalisco.
Y de Jalisco. No,
las micheladitas especiales.
Las micheladas, everything made in-house, our own mix. For the paloma, all juices, everything juiced in-house. You know, we want to add that extra craft to it, right? We want to be able to say that it's our own. And I think that's going to set us apart. And I think it's going to make this place not only unique, but you know, maybe a place that people will want to come by, or at least be a place to stop by and have a drink before they go somewhere, or to come and stay the night. That's the idea, and we just want to bring that to Berwyn as well, which is pretty cool.
Para eso iba, because you just said to either stay here, like come here, have a drink, and stay the night. So again, this is a place I see that I can come here con los amigos, con familia, con lo que sea, and I already heard the sound system. Shout out to your guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Nubi. Nubi.
El ingeniero.
There you go.
Ingeniero de sonido.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like the plan is that a lot of people from the suburbs, they say, oh, we're going to go to downtown to party, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe they'll pass by Ogden and see us, maybe pregame here, you know? Maybe they won't end up going to downtown because they'll like the experience here, you know? And that's what we want to get, you know? We want to get the people from Berwyn to stay here in Berwyn, not go anywhere else to have a drink, to have a meal. But also anybody else that's trying to go to downtown to stop here before and maybe stay here, you know?
Yeah.
That's the concept that we're trying to do, you know?
Oh, yeah.
What about like people with kids? Is this going to be like
Kid friendly?
Kid friendly, or is it kid friendly menu, or is that something you guys are like kind of not wanting?
No. I mean, the idea is familiar,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
You'll be able to come in, you'll be able to have your kids. Of course, the idea is to be able to invite everyone, right?
Yeah.
Now, keeping that in mind, after a certain time, we will be full cocktail bar, right? When we close kitchen, we will be a full cocktail bar, and it will be 21 and over.
Yeah.
The idea is to be able to turn down the lights, get the mood in. We added a lot of the LED lighting for the same purpose, so that during the day it's one thing, at night is a whole nother ambiance. And so we can house that and call this a cocktail bar after hours, which is great. And then pues ya los niños a dormir, tienen escuela para el siguiente día.
Hey, my mother-in-law lives like 2 blocks, bro. They're getting dropped off, bro. They're getting dropped off.
Yo no quiero estar en la barra y decir, ya señora, llévese su niño a dormir, ya es que quieres.
And what time are you thinking hours for Ofrenda?
So we're looking at a start time at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. Monday to Thursday. Monday to Thursday, 2 to 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 3 a.m. Sunday will be that brunch. We'll have, especially right before preseason of the Bears, it'll be Bear down.
Bear down, oh yeah.
12 o'clock to that 1 a.m. So we're staying late hours. I mean, that's the idea. We want to open up at 2 because that's just what we want to do as far as to give us chance to prep, get everything ready for service, which is something that we're taking serious. And as far as having those pre-shift meetings with staff, getting everything ready so that when that 2 o'clock hits,
ya están listos.
We're ready. Yeah, we're ready.
Sea.
That's the idea.
I mean, we built this with communication between ourselves, between contractors, whatever it was, you know. And I think we want to take that to the employee side, you know. Everybody be on the same page, everybody communicating with each other, no issues with anybody, you know. We're all open with everybody, and that's what's going to make this place succeed, you know.
Yeah.
If we're all with open minds and communicating with each other, that's the best policy.
And that's probably something difficult to do too, right? Hiring somebody that's willing to communicate.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people accept communication or, you know, whatever. So that must be a hard thing to do. It's just finding the right people to fit what you guys are trying to do.
But I feel this is just my opinion, right? My goal for that is, I think you need to be a leader, right? Mm-hmm. If you have a great leader and you set that ambiance, I can expect for you, for instance, I can expect for you to do your best job if I don't give you the right tools, the right information in order to do it. So if we're organized and we can set a certain standard, how can we get them to think like we think, right? How can we get them to work the way we think is the best way to work? But also be open-minded. We have people coming in with experience. Yeah. If they have certain ways that works best for the business, then let's do it. Let's be open-minded on that end, right? And I think for us to have those pre-shift meetings, to be able to have that communication, be very straightforward. I'm doing that during these interviews. I want to be very straightforward. I don't want to waste your time like we don't want you to waste mine. Yeah. But if you're here working for a short term or long term, I want you to grow here. I want this to be something where you can put in your resume and it be something that you're proud of. Yeah. So for anyone that does start with us, that main team that's here, we want to make it great, right? And I think that communication, I think we built that ambiance in here where I feel would want to give their best, because I think we're gonna be one of the best places in town. That's the goal. That's the mindset. Mm-hmm. So
it should be the mindset.
Yeah. Hay que pensar con positivos.
Claro que sí. Claro que sí.
For sure.
And I think we covered a lot of like the positives, right? About Ofrenda and everything. But I do want to talk about, porque pues yo he pensado de abrir algo también. No un restaurante, pero un lugar, un negocio. Pero le saco, la neta, tengo miedo. What do you guys do, bro, to get out of that, like that push? Is it the family that just pushes you? Is it something like mentally de que dicen, pues la tenemos que rifar?
Esa pregunta se la dejo a mi jefe.
Mira, es que es nomás, todo el mundo lo puede hacer. A mí viene gente y me dice, oiga, ¿usted cómo empezó? Yo empecé la CERMA, yo trabajé muchos años desde la 26 y me fui yendo poco a poquito. Yo empecé lavando platos, de lavar platos fui cocinero, de ahí me fui escalando y yo creo que todo el mundo tiene oportunidades y las puede realizar. Hay que sacarle aquí y allá y todo se puede. Hay que intentarlo.
I feel
todo tiene su chiste, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Pero nada es imposible. Yo creo que nada es imposible.
Yeah, I think, of course, everybody's scared, you know? Like, you do any little investment anywhere, you're going to be worried about that investment, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been part of the family. I mean, when I was dating Jessica, my wife, it's already over 25 years. So I've known the family for
that long?
so I feel like we support each other, we push each other, and when we see that one of us is down, we kind of like try to lift each other up, and that's what has guided us to this point, you know? I mean, it's something where if we wouldn't have that support, I feel like it would be a lot harder, you know, a lot riskier. But with that support, I feel like it's helping us like stay the course, you know, and like you see now we're basically here, you know.
Yeah.
So
I think the hardest part is probably starting.
Yeah.
Right. That's the biggest thing.
Es
el
arrancar.
Yeah,
Y de ahí
arrancar.
un empujoncito y...
And for us, that empujoncito was my father, you know, and my mother. For us to get us that mindset since we were kids, it's not pinche ventaja. You don't learn that in school.
Yeah.
You don't learn that in culinary school. You don't learn that word. It's una, you know, that you learn the streets early.
Yeah.
You're gonna get ahead, you know, and that's what happened here. And we also amplified that, and with the right idea and the right mindset, and there's no failing. You know, the idea here is to move forward and don't look back. I think that mentality for us has helped us out, not only as a company, but as a family.
But also too, like you said, support. Right. You have, I'm guessing, your wives support you in everything you do. You get people that they know that they got to put the hours in, and the wife is, hey, you know, maybe don't go this time. Like, no, dude, yo tengo que ir, tengo que trabajar.
You made the commitment.
Yeah.
For
so
sure.
if you don't have that support,
you know, well, one thing you said it best, you know, and antes que me regañe mi esposa.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
She's not listening. She's not listening. She's not listening.
You know, the idea is, you know, if you don't have your spouse to guide you, like how he has Jessica, he has my mom, and I have my wife, and Fernando has his. That was said since the beginning, right? And the communication is everything.
Yeah.
They've not only supported us, they come here, they help us clean, they help us move things, like those little situations, and seeing everybody here, then that they see the end goal.
Yeah.
And that end goal is to succeed, you know. And if we win, we all win.
Yeah.
And for them, it's the same, you know. I mean, they're investing their time, they están poniendo su granito de arena, como dicen, right? And all that is such a great help, which for us gives us that motivation to keep going. And when you're tired and you're here day in and day out, the idea is when we open first week of July, right? Then you know it's gonna be all. And I'm not a crier, man, but I know that day one, I'll be like, oh, fuck, we did it.
Todo es un equipo. La mujer tiene que estar atrás de ti.
Yeah.
Aunque sea para pelear, pero también para ayudarte. Así es que todo eso es entre todos se hace el negocio.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sí.
Pero luego sin la ayuda se pone uno, el estrés.
Sí.
Oh, yeah.
Con todo el estrés, con una persona es mucho, y con los dos a lo mejor es un poquito mejor.
Claro que sí.
Sí.
Se la alivia un poquito.
That emotional support, man. Like sometimes I feel like I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah.
And there's Lalo, and there's my brother, and there's my dad, and hey, all right, what are we thinking of? What's the problem? Let's go forward. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's the other way around, and that's the good part about all of us kind of being in this together, is that we all can kind of figure it out.
Together.
Any problem, we figure. If not,
Yeah.
it's ChatGPT. You know?
We all-
You know, but that's the idea, you know, and for us to have that mindset to move forward on everything is why we're here today. And that for us is not only for the family, but for all the friends that are here as well. You know, we're happy to open up something that they can come to and be a part of and enjoy, you know, more than anything.
Yeah, we get support from all our friends and everything. Like everybody has been coming in, hey, show us the place and stuff like that. You know, like that support, and just hearing the feedback from them. I mean, that's really big. You know,
Well, dude, I'm telling you, this at night. You said something about the night. I mean, it's not even
already starting to
I was
look
like, it's not even completely dark yet, dude, but it's nice.
Yeah.
It is really nice. So I could just imagine this, when you guys have people in here,
Yeah.
Everything on, music on, or whatever, but
It's a good vibe. It's going to be a good vibe.
Yeah.
Va a ser una experiencia
Yeah.
no religiosa, pero va a ser buena.
Si hay algo que pueden cambiar haciéndolo otra vez, what would you guys change? If there's anything.
Oh, man.
I'll say something.
Yeah.
This place wasn't a restaurant bar before. And I feel like if we were to do it all over again, we would choose a place that was semi, like with a kitchen. So we had to do a lot of work with plumbing, electrical, stuff like that to make it into a bar kitchen area. So that took a lot of time, a lot of headaches, you know. So I feel like on my end, if it was to be done all over again, maybe chosen a place that was already kind of like
a little bit more restaurant ready.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I like this location because we're right on Ogden. Yeah. It's a busy street. Historic street, and a lot of people, I mean, even now, just passing by, they see the exterior and they're like, oh, wow.
Y aparte tenemos estacionamiento,
eso ayuda mucho, especialmente aquí en esta área.
Son 30 enfrente, hay bastante estacionamiento, en la noche hay mucho estacionamiento, y es lo que la gente no quiere, batallar o tener el barrio seguro, que deje su carro ahí, que vaya a venir alguien. Aquí no, aquí todo es seguro, aquí está, el barrio no está mal. Nosotros tenemos ahí, vamos para 17 años y nunca nos han robado, nunca ha habido nada, ningún problema, de nada, nunca. Entonces el barrio es seguro, el barrio está bien.
I think one of the good things, right, and I want to piggyback off of what Lalo said, it was a headache and a half. That we left all 3 walls, we tore everything down, and then we sat here in the middle in 2 buckets and a table, 3 buckets and a table, and said, oh shit, we have a place, and now we just tore it the fuck down. Sorry for swearing. But you know, I think it also gave us a little bit more strength, right? And a little bit more resilience. I think now we know the blueprint of exactly what's in every corner of this place. We built this place from scratch. So now we have the blueprint, we have the architect, we have the designer. Well, shout out to Conrad and Form Space who built this place.
Shout out.
Give that guy an applause. Hey. He built this motherfucker. You know, and the idea is now is that we have the blueprint to do more. You know, I think for us is we want to open here, do great, and now we have the opportunity to do more. We have the blueprint, we have everything to do it. And I think that just pushed us out of our comfort zone, you know, to whether we wanted to or not. We jumped in, like when they say don't dive into the deep end, we dove in, that's for sure, you know. And we swam and we haven't stopped swimming ever since. Yeah. So for us, like now being here, I think it's like we're here, we're ready. We're getting closer and closer every day. We're 20-something days away from opening, and we're excited for everyone to come out. We're excited to have you guys on the grand opening as well. Maybe we could do one of these before we open that same day. Would be great, you know? Now that's the idea, and then for us, it's been a long time coming.
Y como dice el dicho, lo importante es empezar a caminar. Ya caminando, ya se puede correr. ¿Verdad? Porque ya tienes la energía, ya sabes cómo hacerlo. Esa es la idea.
I'm breaking through that fear of what you're gonna invest, right? And what this is a whole new venture for us. Stepping out of the taqueria zone is I think it's great, not only because we have Lalo here, Fernando, and all the partners, right? It's something out of our comfort zone, right? And I think we've taken it on in such a great way. And now that we're here, we feel so confident about being here. And I'm not arrogant. I'm confident, man. I'm ready to open and show the world what we're doing here, and doing it here in Berwyn is the most exciting part, I feel, for us.
Yeah, like I told you off pod.
Yeah,
I was like, I've been coming here almost 15 years.
Yeah,
because my wife grew up here. I don't remember ever seeing something like this here. Yeah, like this style at least. Sure. You know, at least, and then it's like family owned.
Yeah,
because we talk Miller Ale, like that's a big chain.
Yeah.
But something like this, I don't remember seeing here, which is really cool. And then going to you, how you said the only thing you would change is maybe kitchen ready, but maybe it was meant to be that way.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to do a lot because now Fernando could give his input on what he needs. You know, if there was a kitchen there already, he would have probably been more constrained. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, at the time, it probably feels more scary.
Yeah.
But with the end result, I mean, you're relieved, you know, because you have a full kitchen, brand new kitchen that Fernando's gonna enjoy being in, and we have the bar, we have all the different seating areas. You know, I mean, we enjoy it, and being in Berwyn, like what Ernie said, I mean, Berwyn is like really like with the demographics here, you get a little everything, you know. And that's what we want to do. We want to get a little of everybody, the different demographics coming in here, not just the Latinos, you know. We're really excited to have other demographics
Todo
come
el mundo
in.
es bienvenido.
Yeah.
Todos. Y cash. Preferido.
Eso sí.
Puros a 20.
No, pues nomás quiero decirle que pues gracias por su tiempo.
No, al contrario,
No,
gracias a
gracias.
ustedes por acompañarnos.
I think we covered a lot for Ofrenda. No sé si quieren agregar más para que la gente sepa algo que we didn't cover. I don't know if you wanted to mention anything else.
I think for us, I mean, first and foremost, I want to say thank you, man. Thank you for giving us the opportunity for you guys to come. We had this conversation a year and a half ago, and I'm glad that we're here. And more than anything, for the people listening, you know, we've worked hard. We've definitely put attention to detail, and we hope that everyone coming here sees and feels the experience of Ofrenda Cantina. And I can't wait for that first day. I'm still keeping it in my back pocket. We have a couple surprises in between. A veces acá los compas no me preguntan.
No, you gotta say it. You gotta say it.
Todo, chingado.
Can you talk about the wall or no?
Yeah, of
Is that
course.
something? I like.
the wall, of
course.
I know you guys can't see it.
Yeah.
Maybe Checo will do some editing.
I'll try to take some
some
B-roll
B-roll
shots,
shots, but I think that's the coolest. That's cool.
I think it's cool because we're gonna have our plaque there for free.
That's what I heard.
Padre.
That's what I heard.
There's still a negotiation space, so...
Tariffs right now.
Let me give you a little bit of insight of what we're doing. So we're doing an Ofrenda Club membership, right? So we have, I know you guys can't see it right now, we have basically a liquor locker. It's 28 spots for 28 exclusive members.
27.
Right. Oh, 27. They got 28.
Bro.
You know, so the idea is so that those 28 members have exclusivity, right? If that's the right word. So that to have basically bottle service at their table, right? Not only that, but you'll be able to house those bottles in the liquor locker. It'll have your plaque. I mean, I guess I'll use you guys as an example, right? Getting too comfortable. You know, it'll save those compas. The idea is to have that liquor locker with that bottle service, but that comes with perks, right? Not only will you have the merch, which Lalo is wearing now, you would also get basically all the opportunities when we do like beer pairing dinners, tequila dinners. We have any special events. We have the World Cup coming next year. So for all those events, and also once we get those 28 members, we'll have like a nice Christmas dinners exclusive for those 28 members. So we want to lease those cages on a yearly basis. We want to have those members be a part of Ofrenda Cantina and be a part of this family, right? So I guess we have the first one already.
That's right. I'm talking into it, bro.
And that's the idea for those lockers, man. And I think that's going to be something that's added, I guess, another experience on top of being in here, and to be able to have that is going to be great. So coming to a place near you, please come and try to buy one of these lockers, right?
There's only 27 available.
27 available, yeah.
Uno ya está apartado.
Ya está apartado. Ya no se mueve.
No, yeah.
Oh, no, that's great, bro. That's awesome. Saludos. Algo que quieren, you just want to announce or anything like that, or shout outs?
Yes, of course. Something big. Today is my Canelito's third birthday.
Shout out, Canelito. Hey! Oh, yeah, bring him on camera.
Vente, amigo.
Hey, Canelo.
Obviamente tiene su jersey de las Chivas.
Arriba las Chivas.
Somos chivitas aquí en la casa.
Claro que sí.
It is my boy's third birthday today. I pushed his birthday party aside to have this podcast. You know, so, y acá mi compa le tengo su sombrerito y todo. Right, buddy? Salud. No, but again, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
I hope that we can service and do our due diligence for this place. And I hope that everyone can come here, enjoy a cocktail, enjoy some great food, and not only that, but the experience.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right, buddy?
¿Ustedes saludos que quieren mandar o...?
Pues no, igual lo que dice mi hijo, aquí los esperamos y esperamos atenderlos de lo mejor que podamos y se van a ir contentos.
Yeah, I mean, like on my end, I mean, I'm excited because like how we've been saying, it's been a long way coming. a few headaches here and there, you know, but I mean, we're excited to present this. I mean, last year when the car show was going on in on Ogden, I mean, we had people coming in here to see the place, and it was just framed, you know, like nothing. Like we had a vision board for them, but I mean, I feel like a lot of people, even though they see pictures, coming in here is going to be different, you know.
Well, even just on video, I told him as soon as I walked in, I'm like, this is completely different from the videos.
Yeah, so we're excited to have people come in, you know. Like it's almost kind of like you want to see like who's going to be the first person to walk in, you know, like after we open, so we could like greet everybody else that comes in.
Queremos creer la gente se impresione. Llegas, abres la puerta y tú ves esto, dices, wow, la verdad, ahí son dices, valió la pena la espera.
Yeah.
Sí.
Sure.
Y claro, sí. Está bien bonito el lugar.
Gracias.
Very beautiful, bro.
All right, finish off, bro.
Oh, sí, tenemos que...
Oh, man.
Okay,
¿Quién va primero?
Canelo, you're first. I'll go first. We'll start with me.
All right, go ahead.
How do I do this?
Hey, no faces. Don't make any faces.
We're
if you get a
doing,
bad
for
one.
people listening, we're doing
man,
the...
you got you got the blue pill?
You got that blue chew, bro.
How does that work?
That was the first one that was there. So
I just grab it from the top here?
So you pull up.
But you already have some there.
You have some there? Yeah, so now you open it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then whatever you have in there is what you're going to try. Now, however many are on there. So you got to get that red one too right now.
you can't smell it.
Yeah,
you got the nose, buddy, telling me no.
Oh, man. Describe the taste.
Describe the taste. For people listening, it's being boozled.
Huh.
We have this with all our guests.
Okay, so he didn't get a bad one.
Like a marshmallow type?
What color? Here, take that red one.
Hey, man, no, we said one, bro.
Oh, lo que salga.
This is not Matrix. Take the red pill. You know, like, oh, man.
The other one was what? Like a yellowish or beige or what was it?
the white
You either
one.
got
white?
popcorn or popcorn, right?
Yeah, it was like a popcorn. It was good.
Butter popcorn. All right. What's
You
the
got
other
lucky.
one? Yeah.
What? Strawberry?
Ass. I don't know what this is.
One of them is ass, too.
Oh, bro, I think it's this one, bro.
Usted primero. Usted primero.
Brother. No, échale gallo.
Lo tiene que
So, ¿para arriba?
Para arriba.
¿Para arriba?
Sí.
A ver.
Ya, mira, lo que salga es lo que...
No, you push it down. Yeah, there you go.
There you go, buddy. If you take the blue pill, it'll show you, right?
¿Esta es la Viagra o qué es eso? Azul, me tocó el azul.
He popping those like Skittles, huh?
Todavía no uso yo de eso.
Someone's going to be happy tonight.
Mama.
My bad. We gotta ask for confirmation, bro. ¿Qué dijo? ¿Que todavía no usa?
Pues no, hijo.
What you got there, buddy? Oh, that can't be good.
No está mal.
No está mal.
You need a water.
Oh, yeah. What was our safe word?
Yeah.
Calabaza. Oh, I think you got toothpaste, buddy.
Toothpaste?
Yeah.
The blue one?
Yeah, there's blue toothpaste and something.
Or berry blue. If this isn't bad, it's berry
man.
blue. Ooh, dead fish.
Cebolla, ¿no? Híjole, me tocó la
Dead fish. Oh,
So you got the combination of the blue pill and onion bread. So it's going to be like...
Hey, you want to take a sip of that, bro? Here you go, man.
All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that one was bad.
What does it taste like? Give us a flavor.
I don't even know what the flavor is.
It's bad?
Yeah, I think it says barf.
Oh, Canelito's favorite. Right, buddy?
Oh man, this one's
got
even
both
worse. Oh,
Tocó la suerte, ¿no?
the rotten egg.
Hey, Jessica, espérate en la noche.
I'll sleep on the couch.
Oh, that was great. That was
What about you guys?
No, we already did it. We make the rules for everybody.
Hey, the negotiation. You want a cage? You want a cage?
It fits for that.
Hey, I'll take some.
And this was like, yeah, put this shit back.
You better take another barf, bro. Hell yeah, no. Thank you very much, man. That was
No,
great.
yeah, and thank you guys for having us here.
Make sure you guys follow Taquero10, Ofrenda.
Appreciate that.
I'll tag all the socials.
Hell yeah.
Sigan, and be ready.
Be ready.
First week of July.
Yeah, we're excited.
Gracias.
We're excited.
Vénganse a echar un traguito.
Thank you guys for listening, for watching. Guys, vamos para la otra. Thank you guys. There you go. Yeah.